is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video. All right, so I got some couple of tidbits of information that I've seen from the trailer. You know, some things I haven't really seen people talk about per se. So you know, because I could have broke down the entire trailer, but I mean, people have kind of talked about most of the stuff that I found. So I'm just gonna talk about the stuff that people weren't really talking about. You know, at least not until Soul Silver Art, on vacation, by the way, dropped a banger tweet and one of the things that I noticed in the trailer. So we're going to talk about that as well. The other thing is there's a fake mon kind of floating around that is actually based off of something we saw in the trailer. So I'm like, okay, that might actually turn out to be something. We're going to talk about that as well. If you want to continue getting videos like this from me, or my Fire Emblem videos, which hopefully we'll get some Fire Emblem news on something soon. You know, Tears of the Kingdom videos, anything like that. Follow me at twitter.com/rsmario128. And that way you'll be notified whenever I drop a video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. Let's get on into the video. Alright, so first up we got Paldean Snover. Alright, so this is not a real mon. This is not a fake leak theater episode. This is not anything like that. This is actually a fan mon, so we know this is fake. But it's based off something we actually really saw in the trailer, and it was this shot of this poster that has Snover on it. Now this Snover looks different than regular Snovers, so a lot of people are saying that this is proof that there could be a regional variation, a regional form of Snover, or this could be like some convergent evolution, or this could be it could be any number of things here. You know what I'm saying? Or this could be Snover's like Terra form, because you know Terra forms are an option in this game, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. But it's possible that this could be what's going on with that. But it actually looks pretty cool. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I want that to be a t-shirt. Okay, the coloring, the red, blue, white, I want that to be a t-shirt immediately. Okay, like I need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? As many blue shirts as I have, like that's peak blue shirt energy right there. The other thing is, what kind of typing would this be if it was like, you know, a Paldean form? And that's a good question, because it could be fairy type, since a lot of food-based Pokemon are fairy types, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be a ghost type, because again, like the way it's looking up at the red on its head, is maybe, what if this thing caught on fire? Like, what if there was a fairy, a forest fire, and this thing died? So now it's like a ghost ice type, or, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that would be pretty interesting, you know? So fairy ice, or ghost ice, or ghost grass, something to that extent. Any of those would be pretty interesting, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention, any of those types would be pretty good for Snover and Abomasnow, because that 4x weak to fire is pretty brutal. But I just wanted to talk about this because it looks pretty interesting though. Alright, next up we have Soul Silver Art dropping bangers on vacation instead of relaxing this man to think about Pokemon out this piece. So Soul Silver Art dropped this tweet. He said, the 4 students / trainers of the Blueberry Academy, it seems highly likely that each one will be assigned to one of the 4 parts of the terrarium, maybe like 1 gym leader for each section. Their type specialties seem more clear to me as well. Lacey was the only one featured, and details on her can be found in the quote tweet. And the quote tweet is from Pokisutume, and basically says that Lacey's Japanese name is read as Taro, and Taro is a root vegetable, basically kind of like a potato and like a radish or a horseradish mixed together. Very starchy vegetable. It can be cooked in various ways, but importantly here, they tend to have a mild lavender purple color, kind of like her hair, you know what I'm saying? So after learning this and seeing her design clearly I'd say that she's a ground rock type user. The cook is a fairy type user, or maybe a dragon or fire type. I'm convinced the girl with the glasses is a steel type, and the last white hair boy is a dark type due to his mischief jacket. They almost seem like types of the Paldean Elite Four, which makes me wonder if that's the reason why they couldn't be rematched in the game. So this is actually pretty interesting, because I actually kind of thought about this when I saw the terrarium was split. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, yeah, they could easily have like one teacher or somebody look over these areas. So I could definitely see this, like these different students, you know, are looking over these areas, or the students, like they're the best trainers in these areas and you have to beat them for whatever reason. And it would also explain why they showed 4 of them, because the only 2 people we saw from the Teal Mash trailer was Carmine and Carmine's little brother or sister, whoever that person happens to be. You know what I'm saying? But we saw 4 people from the Blueberry Academy trailer, so pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I think that you know, Lacey's her type combo, I think they could be dual type as far as their specialties. Like they have a specialty type and then they have a secondary type to kind of protect against whatever their counters are. Like Lacey could be a grass type because Turtle Root is still a vegetable, but she also could use rock or ground type Pokemon as a counter, because we all know when we hear about a grass trainer, we ready to pull out the ice or the fire types. So if you do that and she counters with a rock or a ground Pokemon, it could be a situation like that. Now the last thing we're going to talk about is the big thing here, and that is the typings for our loyalty or our loyal trio. So that's Munkidori, Pheasantipity, and Okidogi. So back in the day, or back in March, we got this picture right here and this tweet from Soul Silver Art. Now I did a video already on this back in March, but basically the consensus was that Munkidori, that their typings were going to be Grass Psychic for Okidogi, and his Terra type or his Terra form or whatever was going to be Rock. Munkidori was going to be Water Ghost, and his Terra was going to be Fighting, and Pheasantipity was Fire Fairy, and hers was going to be Poison. But now that we know about Toxic Chain, all of their base typings are probably Poison, more than likely. So what does that make their typings now? Well, we have a bunch of options. So if we look at the new Lantern picture, we could see that it seems like something might have changed here. Alright, so it looks like grass is not an option. Now, grass could be just blocked by the Lantern, but I don't see it anywhere else on the series of Lanterns here. Because you see all the other typings are on here twice. I don't see grass anywhere. So maybe grass isn't an option anymore. So that would leave Psychic, Water, Ghost, Fairy, Fire, Fighting, and Rock as options if grass is gone, which would kind of work. So now the way I think, if all their base typings are Poison, I'm gonna say that Okidogi will be Poison Fighting. I will say Munkidori is probably Poison and Ghost, you know, or Poison Psychic, because I mean he could be like a monk monkey, you know, monk monkey, you know what I'm saying? And Pheasantipity is probably either Poison Fire or Poison Fairy. I still say Pheasantipity is looking pretty clean with her type spread, but this also does pretty good for the rest of them too, you know what I'm saying? Because Poison Ghost is that OG Gengar typing, so you know Poison Ghost goes hard anyway. Of course, the other thing we see here are the masks, and we see the masks are in different colors now though. Like one seems to be more green, the other one seems to be more blue. So, you know what I'm saying, maybe this indicates that they're going to be different masks. And so the Terra forms that we've been thinking about, like this new Terra thing, could be a Terra mask. So maybe like their base typing, their base Terra typing is one thing, and then when you put the mask on, it changes their Terra into something else completely. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it gives them the option for dual typings. So, like, say, imagine if you have a Pokemon whose Terra is rock type, you know what I'm saying, and you put on the mask, then that Terra is rock, and whatever the Terra is connected to that mask. Which I think would that would make the strategic options endless. And it would also make you have to go look for all these masks, because you want all the Terra type masks. So, what do you think the typings are? What do you think the Terra forms are? What do you think the typings are for our loyal trio? Tell me in the comments down below. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? Tell me down below. You know what I'm saying? And what do you think about the idea of having a Legends Johto game? Alright, because, I mean, if Kitakami is close to Johto, maybe they could be referencing the fact that they're going to get a Legends Johto game. I'd play the hell out of Legends Johto, to be honest. Alright, shoot. Tell me in the comments down below. And as always, people, keep it real.